Hi guys, good evening guys. My name is Crystal. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome old subscribers, welcome new. If you like my videos, please press that like button. Please do subscribe. I'm doing a video this evening because I've been having issues with my mobile phone. I've had trouble uploading one video since 2 o'clock this afternoon. It's now 7:45 in the evening. And I'm just checking out if my phone is working. What has been happening is, as I've been uploading a video, it's been cutting off about into 2 minutes of me speaking. It's just cut off and it hasn't retained the video. And on one occasion I uploaded a video this afternoon for 20 minutes and there was no record of it at all, and it was giving me a sore throat and it was pissing me off, to be honest. I was getting really annoyed and fed up because although we've had no sunshine this afternoon here in Rochester, it's been extremely warm and I've been getting irritable. So I've tried not to get too cross. Alexa, what's the time, please?
It's 7:45 p.m.
Right, so I managed to upload a small video where I told you what I'd got. The post person had stuffed post into a broken mailbox, basically. It was a Vodafone broadband leaflet, and I don't have Vodafone, I use Hyperoptic. Basically, someone spoke to me on Instagram. His name was called Paul. I believe it's Paul. I hope it's Paul. And no one's stolen Paul's profile picture because this does happen and it does go on. So I talked to Paul on Instagram a few days ago and I gave Paul my address because Paul said he'd like to meet up with me to give me some balloons. And I said, yes, that's fine. But I gave him my address because I knew who he was. So next thing I know, I've got a letter addressed to my flat, but it hasn't got my name on. I gave Paul my name and address, you see. You've got to think inside the mind of someone who really hates me, despises me, and wants to, in his mind, do terrible things to me. That's what I think. I think I've upset somebody and they've just got hatred on their mind and they want to do everything every day to upset me. God knows what they're thinking. So around 7 p.m. I took Max out for a walk. I went out the front of the building. I went straight onto the Rochester Riverside field and it was extremely busy. There were couples walking together, about 2 or 3 sets of couples walking together. I was walking alone with my dog Max, and there was one young lady walking behind me, so I felt okay. I felt I was near people, I felt safe. I wasn't feeling depressed. However, I was feeling a bit agitated and irritated because I hadn't been able to upload a video. My camera wasn't working, it kept going on, it kept going off. I was really upset. I did a really good video and then it just completely disappeared off my phone completely. So what I've done is I've deleted videos because it may be a storage issue. So I've deleted videos and pictures off my phone, hoping that will help out. At the moment we are on 4 minutes and it seems to be okay at the moment. I have to keep coming back and forth to check the camera's still going because I'm just getting a sore throat. So I took Max out for a walk. It was really quite full with people. The Scott Line boat was on. 2 Scottish boats were having cargo put on them, so there were some nice pictures, nice views. Max had a walk. We managed to get a whole walk around the field and I quite enjoyed myself, although it is extremely hot and you don't know what to wear in case the rain comes down. So I put my jeans on to go on the field, and I put me sweatshirt and I put me lovely waistcoat on. It's like, you know, I can put all my bits and pieces and dog paraphernalia in the pockets, you know, dog poo bags, bits and pieces, treats for Max. I can fit them all in this waistcoat. That is what I use it for. It's handy to put bottles of drink in, it's handy to put in bits and pieces, you know, so that's why I wear the waistcoat. I just came back. I'm quite happy at the moment. There was no altercations. It was a decent walk. There was one car parked with a KP number plate, KP. I just walked round the back of the flats. I came into my flats. I haven't had any parcels today. I'm debating whether to get a phone which actually automatically you can upload to YouTube, a camera with internet access where I could just do a video and instantly upload it to YouTube, because this phone is quite ancient. It takes ages to upload videos. It's old and I need something a bit up to date. Maybe you can get a camera with a microphone specifically to do YouTube videos as you're walking about down the street and whatever. So I'm thinking about updating, either getting a digital camera which uploads to YouTube, or just like a little video camcorder thing. Just a cheap little one for now. So I've come back into my flat. As I was coming off the field, the guy with the dog Luna, the lovely floppy Labrador-ish dog, who's quite harmless, looked like she had a rope around her mouth. So this black dog has got like a green rope around her mouth. Luna had a rope around her mouth, like a tie. People do that if their dog bites. I know Luna dribbles, but yeah, she dribbles everywhere, but she's just a puppy. So the guy with Luna was walking onto the field. I let him go past. I came off. I've come into my flat. And just before I spotted the guy with Luna, my mother Jennifer gave me a call whilst I was coming off the field. Let's hope this video stays on.
For EE voicemail, you have 3 new messages. First new message. Received today at 9:20. Message deleted. Next new message. Received today at 1:12 p.m. Message deleted. Next new message. Received today at 7:31 p.m.
Good evening, Janessa. It's me, your mum Jennifer, speaking from my landline phone to you, Janessa. Hoping you've had a good day. Wishing you good night and God bless, and I'll phone you tomorrow. Bye.
That was short and sweet from my mum this evening. Very short and sweet. Forgot to mention that as I was going onto the field, there was 2 drunks on a bench. The drunk from Chatham with the bald head and crooked teeth sat next to my father Derek lookalike. They were on the bench again. They were sat on the bench. The one with the blue cat was drunk, going off in the direction of the co-op. I just walked onto the field. There was plenty of people on the field, so I didn't feel like, I didn't go back off. I just stayed on the field. I went onto the field. I don't show any fear. Even when I feel afraid, I won't show fear. I will walk past it and I will carry on, because I'm no coward. I've never been a coward. I've always stuck up for what I've believed in. I've never hid behind somebody, and I've spoken for myself. So, you know, whatever life deals at me, I will deal with it myself, because I've got nobody here. I go onto that field by myself with my dog. I live by myself. I have to cope with situations by myself. It looks like I might have to get a locksmith out by myself, and I'm a woman that's been attacked by men in particular, and being left alone with a man, albeit a locksmith, is a frightening experience for a woman that's been allegedly raped and attacked in the past. But I'm hoping Hyde Housing comes through and fixes my mailbox problem, because they should use reputable contractors and they shouldn't be anything to be afraid of. But I've told Hyde Housing I'm vulnerable and I need help and assistance with the mailbox problem. We'll see what happens. But if I have to, I will call out a locksmith and deal with it by myself. I don't have family that live with me. I'm trying to help and support my mum because she's nearly 80 and I live by myself as well. I don't have anyone coming in here to help me. If I want anybody to help me, I'm going to have to pay for the privilege for an hour. There's been a leaflet put through the door. If you need some help to do your shopping, it's about £20 an hour to get help and support, and when you're on benefits, that's a lot of money. Right, you can fight your cause till the cows come home, but when no one's listening, you can't force them to listen. I've been accused of being this, and this. Yeah, I'm on my own dealing with it myself. Doesn't make sense. I can't do anything about it. I just get on with every day because I know it's bullshit what they're throwing at me as cobblers. And what can I do about it? I'm just one person. I can't fight by myself. And when they're deaf and they don't want to listen and they don't want to help you, what can you do? They've just labelled you this, put you in one corner, fuck off, forget about her, we don't give a fuck. Fair enough. I deal with problems myself, right? The handles are falling off the doors. I'm going to go into Wilkinson and I'm going to buy brand new door handles and fix them in the doors myself, right? Because I asked somebody about the door handles over a year ago when that one started to fall off. Again, nobody did anything, so I shall get some door handles from Wilkinson. Now guys, let's see what's on the radio this evening briefly. Alexa, LBC Radio.
LBC London from Global Player.
Of me is because of my political views, and they wouldn't provide me with a bank account. Well, they would provide him with a basic bank account,
No,
but he didn't want it.
No.
Yes, they would.
No. You see, this is where you've got to get the timeline right. And everybody's falling into this trap. They didn't offer him another bank account until 3 days after he went public with this. So that's a crucial difference, I think.
Everybody has a legal right to a basic bank account, but it would be very basic.
Okay, but they didn't offer him.
Oh, right. No, I accept that. And it is, and from the evidence that he himself got through the subject access request, it is clear that his political views were part of the reason, but essentially they were also wrapped up with whether or not he had sufficient capital in order to be able to justify the Coutts account. Where I do think he has a case is he should have had, and the government is now suggesting that the regulation should be changed to ensure this, you shouldn't have your bank account taken away from you without explanation and sufficient time to appeal to the banking ombudsman, unless there is a criminal reason and there shouldn't be disclosure to you of the reasons, and it should happen immediately. I think all of those things are probably now likely to change, and you could say as a result of the emphasis and the highlighting that Nigel Farage has done. And I think this is what you were getting to. He's getting a bit carried away now. When the BBC apologised to him, I thought he was reasonably statesmanlike in the way in which he responded to that. Now he's essentially saying, that's it, whole of NatWest Bank board needs to go, everybody needs to remove their accounts from NatWest. It's not a small thing to completely destabilise one of the major banks in this country. That's the instability in the banks is the reason why the government is a 40% shareholder or whatever they are in that West.
And you can hear the rest of this week's podcast of For the Many and subscribe to get new episodes delivered straight to your device the moment they're released on Global Player. After the news, it's Monday's edition of Cross Question. On the panel, former Deputy Mayor of London and current Labour Party candidate Heidi Alexander. Ben Habib is here. He's a businessman and he's also going to run at the next election for Reform UK. The chief political commentator for the FT, Robert Shrimsley, and Amy Hart, TV personality, influencer, and of course former Love Island contestant. You can phone your questions into them right now, 0345 6060 973. And don't forget, watch us on Global Player.
On your radio, on Global Player, and
Play LBC.
leading Britain's conversation. This is LBC.
From Global's newsroom at 8 o'clock, teachers have accepted a 6.5% pay rise, bringing strikes in England to an end. All four unions had been in a long-running row with the government over pay. Dr. Patrick Roach is from one of them, the NASUWT. He's told LBC not every issue has been resolved, though.
Workload is the number one issue of concern for teachers and school leaders, and we know that excessive workload is leading to a recruitment and retention crisis.
Climate change activists say the government's plans for new oil and gas projects in the North Sea will do nothing to reduce reliance on international markets. The Prime Minister insists they are entirely consistent with net zero commitments. The lawyer representing a British pensioner released from prison in Cyprus has told LBC he'll spend time there visiting his wife's grave. David Hunter was free due to time already served after being sentenced to 2 years in prison for manslaughter. The 76-year-old had claimed Janice begged him to end her life. England have won the fifth Ashes Test at the Oval by 49 runs to draw the series with Australia 2-all. Stuart Broad took the final 2 wickets in his last ever match after announcing his retirement on Saturday. In the city, the FTSE 100 has closed up 5 points at 76.99. The pound buys $1.28 and...
Right, guys, I'm going to wish everybody a lovely evening. For me, it just every day is the same. It goes on and on and on. It's like someone's made up my life into this weird situation. Sorry, the dog started barking outside. That started Max off. Anyway, what I said is everybody have a lovely evening, and I'll speak to you all later. Bye bye.